Hi, today I want to talk about what I've been working on lately. Also, I want to talk about what's new for 2020 and some future projects that I have coming up. So the thing that I've been busy with for the past couple weeks has been a new video on shuffling cards, and hopefully that'll be on my main channel by the time you see this. I'm still working on it a little bit, but basically we started filming this or started working on it before Thanksgiving. My friend Shiloh had the idea. He has this magic trick. Well, if you've seen the video, you know what it's about. But basically he does a magic trick, and then I talk about the mathematics of shuffling cards. And I filmed it some over over Christmas break, and then he worked on it in November. But I'm finally almost done editing it, and so I'm excited to get that done. A couple of behind the scenes things. So first of all, I ended up trying 3 different locations and ended up using this location right here for the final version. Watch this, then afterwards we'll talk about the mathematics involved. I'm going to show you a video of a magic trick, then we'll talk about the mathematics. I'm going to show you a video of a magic trick, then we'll talk about the mathematics. And I probably did way too many takes for it. Okay, take 39. Tried to get everything perfect. I did show it to 2 friends. My friends Adam and John both had the same comment. They said, hey, you should just be yourself more. And sure enough, I was reading from a script on a teleprompter for that video versus just talking about it like I'm talking to you guys right now without a script. So that is a tension, because I feel like there's this tension between trying to get exactly the right words and being concise and saying the exact right thing versus sounding sounding a little bit more natural. And I think that part of what you have to do with that, it's a trade-off. I think maybe the solution is just to get really good at reading from a teleprompter. I think some people are good at that, but I'm still practicing. I think the same kind of thing is true when you're teaching. So I'm a teacher, and when I get up in front of a classroom, I'm kind of in a different mode. I'm on, so to speak, and I'm like, a little bit more energetic. And even talking to a camera, I feel that. If I were just telling a friend something, that'd be one way of speaking, or one register of speaking. Talking to a camera is sort of a different thing. Reading a script is a different thing. And so those are the kinds of things I'm trying to learn as I'm putting more videos out. Anyway, maybe you don't care about that type of stuff. I'm just telling you what I've been thinking about with this, and maybe I'll try to do something more naturally. What else did I want to say about that? See, this time I'm just reading from notes instead of reading from a script. So yeah, in order to get things right, what some people do is do lots of cuts. So they say parts of a sentence like that, although I just made that up for that one. There are some people actually who are really good at this. My friend Eric Tonnes, they call him One Take Tonnes, because they put a camera in front of them and press record, and he just says everything perfectly, fully formed, concise, perfectly worded sentences and paragraphs come out of his mouth. That's probably because he's a preacher. He's had lots of practice being in front of people. I think being a teacher helps with this too. Anyway, what else was I going to say about this? Yes, so one of those friends is thinking about starting his own YouTube channel on the side. He's really good at what he does, and he could do some teaching videos, but he could also do some consulting. And the interesting thing about that is that when you're doing consulting with people, you get paid per hour, or the more that you work, the more you get paid. Where the odd thing about YouTube is you're looking for views, but it's not necessarily an exact correlation of how much you work on something to how much or how many views you get. So that's an interesting thing about YouTube. So for example, this video I did about shuffling cards, it might get 5,000 views, or it might get 10,000 views, or it might get 100,000 views, and I don't know. It doesn't seem like if I work on it 10 times harder, I'd get 10 times as many views. And so part of that is just the way that the world works and the way that YouTube views work. Okay, so what's next? Well, first of all, Happy New Year, Happy 2020. Welcome to the 2020s decade. So I don't specifically have any written goals for this next year or resolutions, or nothing written down yet, but I would like to figure out how to organize my to-do list better, or a task list. I do use Evernote, and Google Notes, but I don't really have anything formalized yet, and I'm trying to figure out how to do that. I know that goals need to be specific and written down and actionable and all these things, but I just haven't bothered to do that yet. But that's one of the things that hopefully, it's still the first week of the year, so hopefully I'll be able to organize that some. Also, I've got some projects that I'm thinking about doing, some video projects. So here's a couple of possibilities. So first of all, I'm thinking about doing a follow-up on that Bitcoin video and how 24-word passphrases work. So I might do that. I also have some ideas about how public transportation should work in Las Vegas. There should be a train from the McCarran Airport to the Strip, but there isn't. So I think I want to make a video about that eventually. I also want to do a series of behind-the-scenes videos about how I do those projector pranks. I even have a cool name picked out, Behind the Screens, and I want to talk about how that works. I also have some ideas about how royalties should work for videos, for remixes, for compilations, and those kinds of things. Now, this is something that probably couldn't happen for another 10 or 20 years if micropayments end up being a thing. But I have some ideas, and so I want to talk about that at some point. Okay, so what do you guys think? I know that if you've bothered to subscribe to this channel and if you watched all the way through this video, then you're interested enough in what I'm doing that I'm actually interested in your opinion, because if you're interested enough to watch this, then I really do value your opinion. So of those things I listed, do any of those sound interesting to you? Comment in the comments below. Let me know if you have an opinion about what you'd like to see first of those ideas, or if you have some other idea of something you'd like me to talk about. I would actually take those suggestions seriously. So yeah, I'll read what you say. My next vlog on this channel will be about my trip to Tennessee. I tried something a little bit different. I recorded bits of it as I was going, some of the narration about the trip while I was on the trip. And so we'll see if I can pull something together to show you guys. I have some cool pictures, some interesting things that I saw, and so look for that in the next couple weeks. In fact, subscribe to this channel if you want to make sure to not miss that when I publish that in a week or two, hopefully. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a good 2020. Enjoy the first week of the year, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye.